Hey guys, KillerY64 here. Today I brought you here because I wanted to talk about X-Men Apocalypse. It's going to be coming out in a few months, actually, so get your money ready. I mostly just want to talk about the characters. So, let's see. We're going to start off with some of the main characters that we already are familiar with. Charles Xavier, one of the strongest mutants alive aside from Magneto and probably Jean Grey. Telepathy, mind reading is his mutant ability. We also have some old people from the other movies. We have Mystique, of course, and she's working with Charles and the X-Men again, which is good because last time we saw her, she left and said, "Forget it, I don't like you guys no more." Those were not her exact words. Let's see. We have Eric Lenshaw, Magneto, but he's kind of just moved on. He's not really trying to be the bad guy anymore. That is until the villain Apocalypse comes along and decides to change his mind and whatnot. So, like, I guess what Apocalypse does is Apocalypse is the very first mutant to ever exist, so which means he's the most powerful pretty much out of all the mutants. I actually forgot what his powers were now that I started thinking about it. I kind of forgot. But he recruits Magneto and what is it? Two others? I think it's two other people he had. He had Storm back in her younger days, not the Storm that we all know. He has Angel, and the last time we saw Angel was actually in X-Men: The Last Stand, and that was the only time we had saw him, and we haven't seen him ever since then. But now we get to see him on X-Men Apocalypse as Archangel, that's gonna be cool because I've been waiting to see how that's gonna go. But I don't exactly like how he looks though. He should look a little bit more better than what he looks. If you have to watch the trailer to see how he looks. Let's see. We have Havoc. Last time we saw Havoc, he was in X-Men Days of Future Past. We only saw him for like a minute, maybe 2 minutes, but we didn't see him for that long. Now, Havoc is Alex Summers, Scott Summers' brother, who was presumably dead at a certain point in time, but apparently he was not. Duh. Let's see. We have Cyclops is there as well, which I find that ironic. I wonder, like, if they're gonna keep Alex and Scott brothers in the movie, like, because I'm not sure how they're gonna do that. Jean's there, the younger version of Jean, and she's still connected to the world and whatnot. She had a dream about the world being destroyed and whatnot, and Charles tells her it's just a dream and whatnot, but I think she might be right. Like, there's always like some kind of end of the world operation that's going on when we're working with mutants here. Am I right? I'm right. Come on, I'm right. We have Evan Peters, Quicksilver, there, and I hope he's more. I hope they develop his character more in here because in X-Men: Days of Future Past they didn't really develop his character that much. We only have about a good 5 minutes of screen time with him. Probably not even that. Probably like two. No, probably like four, maybe. Probably 4 minutes of screen time with him. Unless you want to count the whole slow motion scene, then it's probably like 4 minutes and 30 seconds or something like that. I don't know. Look, I don't know. You have to watch the movie to sum up the time for that. I think this movie is actually going to be pretty good because, it's what am I trying to say? It's more of a challenge for the X-Men. It's a bigger challenge than they probably ever taken. But in X-Men Days of Future Past, we see when Logan goes back to the future, when his time, everything's okay. So, which means that in X-Men Apocalypse, that means this stuff has already happened. So everything is perfectly fine. So in the end, I guess it doesn't really matter because if you watch X-Men Days of Future Past, you know things are gonna be cool, which I guess was a kind of spoiler for the future. But I don't know if things are gonna get messed up again because you know it's the mutants. Everything's always getting messed up. Well, guys, that's actually all I had to talk about today for X-Men Apocalypse. Not much to talk about for it, but I think I covered a decent thing. Um, in my next video, I think I'm probably gonna talk about the Flash's Wally West, and how they might give him his powers, cause and Wally West appeared in the last episode, so yeah, so that should be good. And after that, I don't know what I'm gonna talk about. I'm gonna think about it though. I might talk about Daredevil or something. Yeah, pretty much. Or I could talk about Arrow or whatnot. You guys decide for me. You guys decide what I should do. But I'll see you guys later, and Kello White out.